Hey everybody, Kyle here, coming at you with a very exciting update video for this channel. So there's a couple things that I need to talk to you guys about, mostly involving the state of the channel and then the state of some of the playthroughs that I'm currently doing on the channel and I'm going to be doing pretty soon. So first off, the biggest thing on the list that I need to talk about is the fact that I'm changing the name of this channel from AcidRain64 to KyleFish64. And there's a couple of reasons for me doing that. First off, AcidRain64 is a name that I kind of don't even like anymore. And I haven't liked for quite some time. Basically, I created this channel back in 2011, and the only reason why I chose the name AcidRain64 was because I had an Xbox 360 gamer tag at the time, and its name was AcidRain64. So I wanted them to kind of be the same for some reason. And, you know, that name did not have any personal significance to me, and, like, I never referred to myself personally as AcidRain64. I mean, I did in some of my earlier videos, but, like, you know, if people were to ask me who I was on YouTube, I probably would have just told them, oh, my name is Kyle. You don't have to call me AcidRain64. So yeah, I don't really like that name anymore. And in the past year and a half, 2 years, I've been referring to myself as Kyle in the openings of my videos because that's my first name and I'm really comfortable doing that. And it just kind of makes sense. Like, trying to make an identity for myself on the internet, doing something like AcidRain64, which doesn't really make sense and has nothing really to do with me personally, you know, it's not really something that I want to do. So, from now on, I will be known on YouTube as KyleFish64, not AcidRain64. So, I mean, that's the name of my Twitter account, so, you know, just to plug that real quick, if you want to stay updated with the channel and things that are going on with it, and even stuff that's going on in my personal life, you can just follow me on Twitter. It's at KyleFish64, and I'll put a link in the description. So yeah, and that's kind of a combination of my full name, which I don't think I really want to put out there all the way, but you could probably guess what my name is just by looking at this username here. And then 64, which is actually my favorite number, and also one of my favorite gaming systems, the Nintendo 64, had the 64 in it, so that's kind of where I pulled that from. So yeah, that's kind of a big thing because, you know, you're not going to be seeing AcidRain64 anywhere on the channel anymore, except, like, if you go back to my older videos and watch them, you'll probably hear myself say, hey everybody, AcidRain64 here, but yeah, you'll just kind of have to ignore that. I can't go back and change past commentary. So, that being said, I am going to be updating the channel art for this this channel. Like, at the moment, I actually have the same channel art that I had for my icon and then my banner. But what I actually did was I just opened it up in Photoshop and scribbled out AcidRain64 and put this new username on it. So that's how it's going to say until I get actual new channel art, which I'm actually commissioning someone to create new channel art for me, and from what I've seen of it, it looks amazing, and it'll be basically the image of myself and the channel that I use here on YouTube. So that should be, you know, coming up into it in a couple of weeks, so I'm excited about that. The person has just got to finish it, and to be honest, I don't want to rush perfection or creativity, so, you know, I am perfectly okay with waiting for that new channel art. And besides, my amateurish scribbling out channel artwork, I think, looks amazing, so we could just leave that up for a little bit. So, also another thing that's going to be going on, since I'm changing my channel name to AcidRain64, whoa, but see, my brain is, like, gonna take a little bit of time getting used to that switch. But since the channel name is going to be KyleFish64, what I'm going to start doing for every upload that I do, except for this one, because, you know, I don't want to do it right off the bat, because that just seems a little cheap, I guess. But for any new Let's Play video that comes out after this one, I'm going to put a little fish icon at the start of the video. And, you know, there's channels that do that to kind of, like, make their video stand out in their subscriptions, like, in their subscribers' feed. And that's what I want to do. You know, the best example of this, and the main person who inspired me to do this, was a YouTuber by the name of MF Pallytime. I haven't watched his videos in some time, but I used to be subscribed to him a while back. But he always put a heart in front of his videos. So that way, you know, as his subscribers are, you know, scrolling through their feed, they'll see that heart in front of the video title and be like, oh, that's an MF Pallytime video. I need to go watch that. So that's kind of what I want to do. I have like a little fish icon that I found somewhere on the internet, and I'm just going to paste that in front of each video title, and that way it'll make the video stand out to my subscribers and kind of give the channel a little bit more of an identity, if that makes sense. So yeah, and speaking of my uploads, at the moment I have 2 Let's Plays that are going on. There's Skyward Sword, and then there is Earthworm Jim 2, which both of them are going pretty well, especially Earthworm Jim 2. I'm having a lot of fun with that. Skyward Sword, on the other hand, it's one that I'm kind of, I guess I'm burning out on, but I still am enjoying the playthrough and I love it. But I probably won't update it as frequently as I was, because at one point I was actually doing a video a day for that playthrough. But I think I'm going to cut back on that and just update it whenever I feel like it and whenever I have the time. But, you know, that playthrough isn't doing so well as far as views and stuff goes, so I'm really not worried or upset about this decision. But I don't want to leave that Let's Play unfinished, which is why I'll be updating it periodically whenever I feel like it. And Earthworm Jim 2 is going to keep going until it's actually finished, and I'm actually considering just playing the entire Earthworm Jim trilogy, which means I would have to go back and play the first game, and then also do the terrible Earthworm Jim 3D game once both of those are finished, which I think that would be a lot of fun. So that's something that I'm considering, but it's definitely not set in stone yet. But there's another playthrough that I'm going to be doing very, very soon, and it's one that will take probably a little longer than a year to actually complete, but I'm really excited for it. And I'm not going to exactly say what it is in this video, because you'll see it like later this day or tomorrow. I mean, I guess those date things won't really be relevant anytime you view this video in the future, but still. So yeah, so be expecting that, and then Earthworm Jim 2 will keep going, and then Skyward Sword will be whenever I feel like updating it, kind of on that kind of schedule. But this new playthrough will probably be a daily thing. I might even do 2 videos a day for it. It just depends on how I feel and how confident I am that I can keep up that kind of schedule. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know this video was kind of long, so I think what I'll do is link. I'll put something in the description that will let you skip to this point in the video where I just kind of recap everything that I talked about. So basically, changing the channel name from Acid Rain 64 to Kyle Fish 64. So that's okay. I got a phone call. Holy crap! But yeah, so I'll be known as Kyle Fish 64 on YouTube from now on, instead of Acid Rain 64. There's going to be new channel art that'll be coming with this change, and it's going to look freaking sweet. And there will be a new image for me on this channel. There's going to be the fish icon that I'm going to be putting in front of the title for every new upload after this video. And with the current playthroughs that I have right now, Skyward Sword is going to be updated only periodically whenever I feel like it. Earthworm Jim 2 is going to continue to be a daily thing, or semi-daily thing. And then there's a new playthrough that's coming out that I'm really excited for, that is going to
be a daily thing, and will take a lot of work on my part. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to stay updated on things, make sure to subscribe. And as always, leave your suggestions in the comments for anything at all with the channel. You know, games that you want to see me play, feedback on the current projects that I'm doing, anything like that. So yeah, that'll be it for now. And as always, stay awesome, and I will see you guys next time.